What's up, guys? It's Ken Motive here, back to the new video. I hope you guys are all having a good day, and I'm going to get right into the video. So, we are going to do story time, and today's video is about a camping trip that happened a few years ago when I went with Albert and Polar, and we were going with Albert's family, and we went to, I don't know, we drove about an hour and a half away and just went with his family, and we got to the place, we got all set up, everything was fine, and then we end up meeting this little kid, and I had no clue what was wrong with him. He walked up to our campsite and started talking to Albert's dad and saying he was a troll. And then randomly, so then Albert's dad is kind of messing with him, and he's like, "I eat trolls," just kind of being funny or whatever, and trying to scare the kid off because he was just intruding or whatever. So the kid leaves, comes back, and the second time he comes back, he brings an axe head. And we're like, why did you bring us an axe head but not like the whole axe? And he's like, I needed to give the stick to the axe. I had to float him down the river to my water troll buddy. And it's like, what is going through your head? Like, are you serious? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So, later that day, we end up exploring a little bit, and then, like, right outside our campsite, we found a little, like, dugout spot, and it looked like it was sheltered. Then we're like, does this kid literally just come over here and chill right next to our campsite? And it was just kind of creepy. And then, so, later that night, actually, we're just kind of by the fire, and I guess this little kid's mom came over, and it was really weird because she came over like we were on a road, or there was a road, and then there's one way off, and then if you go up a little bit, there's another way off to go where the ladies' campsite was. So we ended up going there to the other side, or they were right there. We were in the first stop. She came through the first stop instead of going to hers. She came up to ours, and she's like, she comes over and she burps, and then she's like, "Oh, at least it didn't come out the other end." And we're all like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you literally come in our campsite and then burp and then say that?" And then later on, she was like, "Oh, do the kids want to come over and have jumbo marshmallows with us?" And then they're just like all the parents were looking at each other just like, what the fuck are you trying to say? And then they're just like, "No, we're good, we have our own." So the lady walks back, and I think this was like 10 or 11 o'clock. We were still all up around the fire having marshmallows. The little kid comes back, and it was really creepy because we couldn't see him. He went behind Albert's, just somebody's camper, and went underneath it, went to the table, and we heard them. So we're like, what is going on? Like, who is this? Why are you doing this? So we go and look, and it's the little kid. He's I don't know if you can call it trespassing, but he's just coming over to our side and like peeping, like just looking over at us, and it was just really weird. And then Albert's dad ended up going up to him, just like acting like what he did before. He's like, "I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you, troll." Just something like that. I don't know. Might be a little bit exaggerated right there, but he brought up the troll thing about eating them. And then the kid runs off. We're all good. And then we all end up going to bed, and I don't know, it was kind of creepy because I don't think we saw him again after that. And it was kind of weird because it's like we're all just kind of like waiting for the kid. It's like, is he gonna come back or not? So we ended up going to bed, and me, Albert, and Polar were just in a tent because everybody else had campers and they didn't have room for us. So we were in the tent, and I don't know if they heard it, but I definitely heard like something kind of go up against our tent. Like, I don't know if it was the kid or if it was just like grass or something, or the wind, but it was just kind of creepy. And then when we got back, so we woke up, everything was fine, and we were gonna go rafting that day. So we ended up going rafting. It was fun. It was about like 5 or 6 hours rafting. So because we were kind of afraid that the kid was gonna come back into our tent and take our stuff, we're like, oh hey, can we borrow a lock and put it on our tent just in case? And they're like, yeah, sure. Here. So we put the lock on the tent. We end up leaving for that few hours, got back, and I think it was, yeah, it was, I don't think, yeah, we didn't take the axe head. And I think it was right in front of our tent, or just kind of by our tent. And it was just really weird and creepy, and I don't even know what is wrong with the kid. Like, maybe he's on something, or I don't know even anymore. He's probably a teenager now, but it was a weird experience for all of us, and I don't know. I wonder if it would have went different. Like, it definitely would have, but there's no way we would have followed the mom to go get jumbo marshmallows, because you don't know what could have happened. Maybe I couldn't have been here anymore. Like, I couldn't be making YouTube videos. That it could have been just fucked up. And that kid, if he had the full axe, he probably would, I don't know. We weren't going to let him stay if he had like a full axe. It would just be fucking scary. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.